Welcome back, everyone. Well, as many of you know, we are really dedicated to the arts here at Look Media, and I'm particularly fond of a really nice regional dance company that's located right in Glens Falls, the Adirondack Ballet Theater. First became aware of them like 12 years ago, and they were performing Nutcracker. And joining me today is the artistic director, Diane LaBruzzo. That's
Thank you.
Right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. LaBruzzo.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. I love having you, Diane. She's been here before. I think the last time you were here, we talked about the Nutcracker.
Yeah, and Sleeping Beauty.
Yes, right, exactly. Now, you've got a spring concert coming up. You're taking a little different tack this year. No Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, we are. It's next weekend, and we will be performing Peter and the Wolf.
Oh, my God.
Yes,
Another one. Big storybook ballet.
Yes, it has. And it's been really a nice vision for the company to go into this endeavor. It was really good.
Oh, I bet it was.
We're having fun. The kids are having fun. And so, yeah.
Well, you know, Diane told me off camera that I said, you know, you just love doing this as artistic director. And she said she just loves working with the kids. And we both agree on this, Diane. I know that if they're exposed at a young age to the arts and the ability to express themselves, especially in dance, it's so meaningful to them.
Yes, it does. It carries on to every aspect of their life.
Yes, absolutely. Now, how many dancers are in the company? It's quite a few, right?
Yeah, we have 50 dancers that will be performing.
Wow.
Their ages 4 to 18. Yes, we have our little ones as our little bluebirds and our flowers. Up into our principal role, so yeah, and we have one graduating senior this year.
Don't you love the world of ballet? Ballet, they talk about people performing as birds and flowers and trees.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Peter and the Wolf. You got to have a big tree, right?
Yeah, we have a big tree. One of the parents built a big tree, but we do have little trees in the forest.
Oh, good.
We have 12 little trees in the forest, so yes.
I just love it. The music, of course, is very compelling music. Prokofiev, and I think it was written in the 30s, I remember, because New York City Ballet does Peter and the Wolf.
Yeah.
And I mean, just a magnificent soundtrack. Now, with 50 dancers, by the way, some major companies don't have 50 dancers, so that's quite an undertaking for this company, right?
Yeah, it is. But I have 4 choreographers. Melissa DeJurian. We are so fortunate to have guest choreographer Leon Lenars from New York City, from Staten Island Ballet Company, and Emily Stockman. And we have so many parent volunteers that help in so many ways, you know, and it's just like every time we need something done, it's like one parent just steps up and, you know, takes it to the plate and does it for us. So we're really so fortunate in that way.
You are. Now, what Diane is referring to in a way is that, you know, let's take a regional orchestra or something, you know, there's a score and they play the score or whatever. But a lot of times with ballet companies, they will interpret the ballets or make the ballets their own. And that's kind of what you're referring to here, is that you and your fellow choreographers are choreographing Peter and the Wolf, and that guest from Staten Island, he's choreographing the finale?
Yes, he choreographs the finale, and he's also performing in the finale. There's a pas de deux with the cat and the bird, and then there's a pas de quatre with the duck, and then the finale with all the principal characters in the senior company, you know, so yeah.
So if you don't think we're losing our minds here with the ducks and the... These are characters in Peter and the Wolf. The story real quickly is young Peter, right, wanders out into the meadow where the cat and the bird and the duck are, and of course he runs into the wolf, the big bad wolf. I think it's the bird that hides. Who hides? The duck hides.
The duck hides, yeah.
Right,
because the wolf is after the duck, yeah. And the bird antagonizes the wolf to try to get him so Peter can capture him.
Yes, that's right. And they do capture the wolf, and it's a happy ending, as most of these ballets are.
Yes, they are.
With that wonderful grand finale, pas de deux, right?
Yeah. And also, it's the wonderful thing is the musical correlation that it has, the instruments that it correlates to each of the main characters. Like the cat is the clarinet, the bird is the flute, the violin is Peter, and the oboe is the duck, and the French horn is the wolf. So
it's a beautifully crafted score.
It is, and the music is really nice, and the dancers are really enjoying the music. A different, lighter, than we went on before. We went on the fairy tale princess versions of our ballets. And this is a different, take on it, more modern, contemporary type dance technique. But they're having fun with it, so it's good. Yeah.
Now, the company, by the way, I mentioned 12 years ago. That's only really half of the time that this company has existed in the North Country. 24 years, I think, because you were telling me next year's 25th anniversary.
Yes, this December will be our 25th year performing the Nutcracker at the Charles R. Wood Theater. So it's our 25th year celebration this year.
Well, you only have 3 opportunities to see the spring concert. Next, which I think is the 19th, next Saturday, 2 performances, a matinee and an evening performance.
Yes, 2:30 and 7.
And then Sunday, the 20th, a matinee performance.
At 2:30, yes.
At 2:30. So there's only 3 opportunities. And as, think about this, $12 are the tickets, right? I mean, you can't ask for a better number than $12. I mean, bring your family, bring your child, bring your grandchild, to see, to hear the music of Peter and the Wolf and make the correlation between the instruments and the dancers on stage performing the parts of those characters. It's really it's wonderful to see. And, as everybody always says, you love to see the little ones, the flowers.
Oh, yes. They are.
The birds.
We have flowers, birds, butterflies,
Now, you also have some very accomplished principal dancers. I remember seeing Nutcracker this past season. And the dancers are very talented. You've got some real talent in that company.
Yeah, we have Autumn Tamlin. She is the cat. Rachel Deck is the duck. Audrey Burkhardt is the bird. And actually, Allison Harrison is playing the role of Peter.
Oh, young Peter.
Young Peter, yes. Right. And then Peter, after the years where he's reunited with his metal friends, will be performed by guest artist Leo Lenars. Yes. And our wolf is Wesley Gordon.
Got it. Diane, thank you so much for coming in. I'd love to talk to you about the company. It's one of the 2 opportunities a year for them to raise funds. And at $12 a ticket, let's help them sell this Charles R. Wood Theater out so that they have money moving into their 25th anniversary year, right? Yeah. That's great. Well, it's wonderful to have you here.
Well,
great choice, by the way. Peter and the Wolf is a fun one.
Yeah, it is.
Really
we're
is.
having fun with it. So I hope the local community enjoys it as much as we are enjoying performing it. It is just a different avenue, but sometimes change is good.
Oh my God, yeah, sure.
Think outside the box, right?
Yes, absolutely. Well, Diane, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having us. Yes.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website, LookTVonline.com.